everyone, hope you're doing well. It's Nat here as usual with Friday book haul. So firstly I got some bits and pieces out of the books. Most of these, well a lot of them, a person that I work with kept grabbing bits whenever bits drop out. Him, my son grabbed them and chuck them in a bag for me. So there was this like catalogue card, which is really cool. I haven't got any of them, so you know, and it's all original ephemeral with the writing and that. I apologise for the shadows and that. I am in the sewing room again because my kitchen light the globe decided to blow, and I don't have any spares at the moment because I was going to do this on the kitchen table. I'm more familiar with doing this in there. So there were a whole lot of books that I was getting rid of to the recycling that were from some Brighton school or something, and I just find things like this fascinating, so I thought I'll just rip out the pages that I like rather than taking the whole book. That way I don't end up with more books. So but yeah, I love the writing. You know, it's quite old, so, and even just this for collaging or putting into a book somewhere. Brighton Institute. Got a few of that one. And then yeah, they had all the stamps for the due dates on the back page of the book, so I thought they were pretty cool too. Rip up, put in the collages. So I've got a few of that sort of thing. And that just has its stamp on the bottom, which I quite liked. Some more of them. I like all the stamps and that, so. And I like this first page of this book, The Love Story of Nurse Julie. I love the bells on that. I just find all these pages fascinating. These little border bits with the roses, really cool. And as I said, just in collages, or just break it out and stick it into a journal somewhere. Someone liked Doubleday. I remember going through Doubleday years ago myself to buy a whole lot of books. So there are a couple of Doubleday envelopes, so I thought they'll be really good to alter. I like grabbing stuff like this as well because it's a quite nice size, and I can collage over the top of the pages, and you know, I've got the size to cut around and make a little flip or something for a journal. This map was one of the pages on the inside of a book which I really liked. Very old. I think it was a fantasy book. A piece of green paper that my work colleague found. Postcard. Top of Australia. Reached the big point at 10:3 a.m. Sunday in 92. But yeah, like postcards. Now, oh, this is another one that's just like a flip thing that I thought would be nice to collage over the top of maybe. A map of Australia. And a paper bag. We can always use paper bags. I just realised it looks like it has something in there though. I think it's just a receipt. Yeah, just a receipt for Nebs. But the paper bag will get reused. So they're all the little bits. Now, this pile is all out of the recycle bins. So there was the Christmas book, which is really cool for the moment because I haven't stitched the signature in for my Christmas journal because I just feel like it needs one or two more pages, preferably some vintage ones. It's not a vintage style journal. It does have a fair bit of colour in it, but I like a few vintage pages in it as well. So I reckon a few pages from this are going to be perfect. So that was really cool to find. And it is Roman numerals, and I think it is 1954. So yeah, I'm trying to figure it out now. But yeah, lovely old big thick coloured pages with some awesome pictures in. So yes, I think I found a few in there that I really like for the journal I'm doing at the moment. But that's going to be heaps of fun to use. Love that picture there. Then there are a couple of oldies. This one, oh, this is a Concise English Dictionary. I don't know how old it is, but the pages are nice and aged. I still haven't filled up my wall unit in the lounge yet, so there's a bit more room for dictionaries. Must start using them. Does it even say? I don't think we've got a date on this one. No, it doesn't look like it. But yeah, nice and old. And this, I love this. I don't know if it's Ava Roma Immortalis by Marion Crawford. I'm going to have to look this one up, but I love the embossing. That picture is really cool. And it looks gifted in 1903. And that writing's really nice as well. It's got a few spots on it. Lovely old map of Rome, which is really nice. And yeah, it's 1903 with the date on this. I'm going to have to check the copyright on this one. It's copyright 1898. But yeah, lovely old book, this one. And it has some pictures in it. I think that's what drew me to it firstly, as I was flicking through and I saw the pictures. And in such an old book, it's actually holding together quite well. So I think that was a really good find. And there was this World Heritage Rainforest Australia. Just had really nice pictures. Looks quite new. I'm sure it says here somewhere. Should say on this page. 1996. But yeah, look at those photos. It's gorgeous. Beautiful forests and the birds. So that was definitely one to grab. And there's this bushcraft handbook. Not sure how old that is, but I thought that was pretty cool. It's almost like a little scouts book or something. All your knots and everything. Then there was this, The Name of the Rose by Umberto Eco. I know he's quite a famous author. I like the cover on it. I'm not sure how old it is. It looks quite old though. But I like the border and that, so I'll probably just use bits like that from it. This map. What does it say? 83 by the looks. I thought it doesn't seem to have pictures in it, so I must have just seen those borders. I think it's got a few in there. There's another one, so I probably will just use those. I have enough pages, that's for sure. There are a couple of magazines, an organic gardener one. So I like to read these actually for my own garden and see what pictures are in there. I like collecting the purple flowers. I'm a sucker, as you know, for purple, so that's lovely too. That'll be a lovely envelope if the paper's not too brittle. So yeah, I'll go through and take out any ones that I like. Lovely autumn page there. I'll even keep like the word autumn. I know this year we did an autumn themed signature for a journal swap, and you know, I used something cut out of magazines for that. Success with roses. I can't let the rose things go in the bin because I love fussy cutting these little bits and putting them onto tags and all sorts. So, which is what I was doing today while I was sitting in the car waiting for my son to do a bit of his shopping. Fussy cutting all my magazine roses. But yeah, there's some lovely ones in this one. I've probably got enough roses to fussy cut for the rest of my life now. Another rose issue. There's some beautiful pictures of the birds. Some lilies. Free rose offer. Pity it's out of date. Okay. More roses. Gardening Australia magazine. It is a shame to see these go in the bin though. Got heaps of pretty pictures and they cost a lot to buy new, so they must have been loose in there. Oh, that's right, in the Christmas book. Let's see if I can find it. I was flipped through it real quick before and there was... There it is. Must have been a note from the... It's from the school. It must be really old too because it's like typed on one of you really old. 1961 it was typed. So that's pretty cool. I thought that was some awesome ephemera. Must get myself an old typewriter. I know the Tip Shop has a few, so I might check them out sometime. They've even got spare ribbons, so... Well, this just has a few. Rose pictures as well. Not much, but a couple of pages. The Year-Round Gardener, Sterling McAvoy. I know I grabbed Sterling McAvoy roses the other day. So they must be quite famous at doing gardening books, I think. Might have a few nice pictures in it, this one. Yeah, it's very glossy, but that's alright. Do something with some of that. That one will be a nice read as well. The Disillusion of the Monasteries. This one had just a couple of nice vintage pictures that caught my eye, which was these ones, I'm pretty sure. And that one. It's got a few others, but not too much. Bringing Back the Bush, the Bradley Method of Bush Regeneration. I can't remember, I don't think this one had much in it, but it has a library card and a pocket and a due date thing, so I love collecting those. I'm starting to get heaps, so I'll have to start using them. Yeah, so otherwise it doesn't have too much, but I'll still go through and see if there's anything interesting. Wilderness of Australia, yeah that's right, Wilderness of Australia Diary 93. Now it's got a few nice pictures, I don't mind that either, but I will use just these pages, like the notes pages and the week pages and that. I think they can be folded up and put in a journal or use 2 back tags and stuff. But yeah, it does have some quite pretty pictures. Snowy one, love that in the rainforest. Waterfall. Anyone Can Grow It. Now this one's must be 80s, late 70s. 78 it is, this one. And I like this one because it's matte, I'm pretty sure. The pictures, yeah. Now I think it does have some flower pictures. It's a nice autumn one. Beautiful rose. I like that too. So I might get a few nice ones out of that. And then this, which I probably shouldn't have grabbed, but huge Reader's Digest Atlas of Australia. I think got a few of these, and they're some of my favourite ones, these ones. Oh, if I can turn the pages, you probably won't see much of it. I'm pretty sure these have pictures of animals somewhere. Whether I will find them or not, I don't know. But if not, that doesn't matter because I love the colour on the maps. And they're matte as well. But I just love the colour on them, the blues and greens and that, and they're sort of pastel. And I love making things with those, so that's what I will do with this one. I think this is my third one of these, so I can make a whole heap of stuff with them. So that was it for what I got out of the recycling bin, and then I was good. I only bought 2 things. So firstly, I bought this Gardening Made Easy folder. I did not need to buy it. I have 2 of them already, but I did go to put it on the shelf in the shop, and there were 2 or 3 already on the shelf. And so I thought, why not just grab it, because the cards in this are really, really cool, I reckon, to put into your journals, your nature journals and flower journals and that. They're very pretty. You know, they come colour-coded with the little tabs and that on the index cards in between, which is really cool. And then, yeah, you get beautiful pictures, you know, on the cards. And I think they fold out. That one. Where are the... trying to find some. There's a nice flowery one. So, you know, you can put that in as pages or a flip out or whatever. I'd even like to, I've used a couple of like nature folders like this to make journal covers. And I might even do a gardening journal in one of these covers for myself, because that way you can keep adding to it and that. So I'll grab that. So now I've got 3 of them to mess around with. So I will I'll sort through all of the cards in them. Knowing my luck, I've probably got the whole set now with all the cards between the 3 of them. And figure out which ones that I'd like to keep for my own personal gardening journal, and then the others will probably go into journals that I want to try and sell or give away in the future. And then my last purchase was this Magic and Medicine of Plants. Sure how old it is. It's another Reader's Digest. 94 it is, and this has some awesome pictures in it. It has like the photos. Pretty sure it has, yeah, beautiful illustrations. So that would be nice to make some tags, journaling cards. Some fussy cutting with the nasturtium. So yeah, that was a good score on that one. So I think that was only like $3. So. Alright, so that's it for my book haul this week. So I hope you're all having a really good time, and I hope you have the best weekend, and I shall see you soon with some crafting. Bye!